I would like to tell you about a very enlightening psychedelic journey I went on with Salvia 80 times extract. The first thing I did was clear my head. I then took a small pinch of the extract, too small to measure precisely, but I would estimate a sixth to seventh of a gram. I put it in my water pipe, which is, in my opinion, the only way to smoke salvia. Next, I took two slowly drawn 4 to 5 second hits and held them each for 10 to 15 seconds. I will take a moment to describe the physical effects. My body felt much like the fizz on a freshly poured glass of Coke on ice, and much like fizz was slowly dissolving. I consider this the part that must occur before the journey can begin, the dissolving or taking of the physical body by the light beings. I laid back in silent darkness and closed my eyes. Almost immediately, the visuals started. I saw a caterpillar, though made of hexagonal pieces, except for the head, which was round and possessing cartoon-like facial features, forming an outward spiral. I realized that this spiral tunnel was my manifest doorway. I began to proceed forward. My first impression was that I would shoot through the spiral at light speed. It was, however, a long journey. At least in my mind, it would have only taken seconds in reality. Once I was through the spiral, I was in a bland, empty room. White walls, wood floor, and a single window. Very colonial in style. It then occurred to me that this was the barest and plainest representation of my man-made confines. I could then feel that they wanted me to leave my physical world completely, for though my mind was on a journey, I was still conscious of the fact that I had a body, and some other part of my mind could still feel it. At once there was a sensation like the rolling of a huge wave. It felt as though the light beings not only wanted to take my body, but the house and everything in it as well. I pleaded with them, not afraid, but just a little unsettled. You don't have to take the house. I can leave my body on my own. You know I can. At this point, still in the empty room, I said, "Don't worry, I will get beyond the window. I promise I will see the river." I know I said this only because I was recording the experience. No sooner had I made the promise that I achieved full astral projection and left my body completely behind. I was transported by the light beings to a large flowing stream, glistening in the sun with oak trees on the banks. I was there for a short time before there was a very smooth transition from the stream to a beautiful sunlit ocean shore where there were trees that I couldn't quite place, but they looked similar to acacia. There was an elf-like being there, standing on the shore. I could see streams like the one before, except smaller and flowing from and through me and all things. There came to me, not auditory, but telepathic teachings. The knowledge was not there one moment, then the next it was. I was gaining knowledge exponentially and was being shown that I was nothing in the physical sense. Yet in the cosmic soul sense, I was part of everything, and that everything was part of me, and that we all are like this. We just have to reconnect with the realm of enlightenment that we were all meant to be one with. After all this was learned, I was abruptly but gently returned to my body. There were physical effects afterward that lasted 3 to 5 minutes. It was a bit difficult to move at first, and any motions I did make were shambolic.